Good morning, all. Welcome to Res Life Sundays Online. While we wait, let's take a look at what's happening in Res Life. Res Life Live is cracking us up. It's like a late night show invaded Res Life. Whether you're a super fan already or new to the game, check it out for lots of laughter, games, and prizes. As your grandma says, it's good people watching. Subscribe so you don't miss it. If you're looking for a deeper dive, pop in on a Zoom Sunday group this summer. 8th grade grads through 12th graders, aka high school, start at 10:30 on Sunday. 6th and 7th graders meet right after this video. Make sure to text in at the end for the info that you'll need to join the group. Let us know how we can be praying with you. Click the link in the video description below to submit a prayer request, and we will begin praying with you. If you're so incredibly done with Zoom, sign up to say hi to staff in person, in your own driveway. We'll keep a safe distance, but stop by for a fun chat. Another way to keep up with everything Res Life is to follow us on Instagram. Check out our Insta profiles and give us a follow to stay in the know. Now it's time to start Sundays Online. Find a comfy spot and maybe something to take notes and get ready for an awesome message.
Hi everybody, I'm Taylor. I'm going to admit something to you. I don't like change. I was thinking about change and all of the stuff that we have to change in our lives, and some of the stuff we have control over and some of that stuff we don't. But I'm not going to talk about the big change for a minute. I want us to think about some of the small changes that we make all the time. Have you ever really thought about it? So we change the toilet paper roll. Right? When we're out, we change it. Or maybe you have somebody in your life at home that maybe doesn't do that. We change our underwear, or at least I'm hoping you do. We change our toothbrushes, right? Please tell me you do this too. We change our hair. I know mine has been long, it's been short, it's even been red. Yeah, don't ask me about that. It wasn't a great choice, but it was perhaps trending. We change our wardrobe. Fashion changes and we change with it. Sometimes, unless you were like my grandma and she wore the same thing for 50 years. Technology changes. Just imagine for a minute, when I was in high school, cell phones were just coming out. I actually had a pager. And if you don't know what one of those are, look it up. Pretty fun stuff. But here's the thing, I used a pager if it was urgent. Otherwise, I had to go to a payphone to call my parents to let them know where I was if I was out. Now we live in a world with instant access, with cell phones and social media. They keep us up to date and in the know. The weather changes, right? Here in Kansas, we can have sun, rain, wind, and even snow all in the same day. Some changes may be bigger than our hair or the weather, right? Maybe you have changed houses or maybe schools. Many of you listening to this are changing from elementary to middle school or from middle school to high school. And some of you just graduated and you are moving now to what is next. Maybe that's college or the workforce, maybe the military. Change happens, and with it can bring excitement, and it can also bring uncertainty. Remember when I admitted at the beginning that I didn't like change? Well, let me expand on that a minute. Change is hard, but it always happens. We can't get around it. It doesn't mean that we always have to like it, but it does mean that something new is coming, and that isn't always a bad thing. We have the opportunity to grow from change. Change helps us put in perspective and value what is important. We don't often see change. It just happens. I look at my 5-year-old Cutler, and I look at all the change and growth that he's had in his little 5 years of life. But if I looked at him and asked him, Cutler, do you see change? He's just living his best life. He doesn't even see the change around him. But sometimes a big change comes around that stops everybody in their tracks, like this pandemic that we've been living through. Many things in our world have changed. The way we interact with people has changed. School was interrupted. Going to church in person was interrupted. Proms, graduation, birthday celebrations, all of those moments have either been canceled, delayed, or just plain different. Friendships change, families change. These kinds of changes are the ones that bring on the anxiety, the stress, and sometimes the feelings of chaos and loss. I've mentioned this before to some of you, but there's a phrase that I use in my life every day. I say it to myself and to my boys as a reminder. It's simply 2 words, fearless and brave. These 2 words hold a lot of meaning though. I say them to myself and to my boys to remind me and them that we can be fearless. Now that doesn't mean that we can just go around and do stupid things, but to be fearless knowing that God is in control. We have nothing to fear because Jesus walks with us every day, in the big stuff and the small stuff. And we are to be brave. Brave knowing with confidence that we can do hard things. Go through whatever challenge or change comes our way. Because ultimately, God's got us in His hand. So when change comes our way, what would it look like for you to shout or whisper to yourself to be fearless and brave? What would it look like for you to live differently if you embodied that, to be fearless and brave? Would uncertainty feel a little less daunting? When life seems chaotic and change is brewing, what might it look like if you reminded somebody else to be fearless and to be brave? Over time, I want my boys and myself also to not just say those words, but to believe it and to live it. I hope and pray that it shapes the way that we tackle the hard stuff of life, because the world is constantly changing. But the truth is God's got us and God is constant. I've been cleaning out my boys' bookshelves and closets because of this quarantine. It's given us time. I came across a book that I hadn't seen in a while. Maybe you've read it, maybe you haven't. But indulge me for a minute because we're going to have story time with Taylor to wrap this up. The book is called I Wish You More by Amy Krauss Rosenthal and Tom Lichtenheld. And it's called I Wish You More. I wish you more ups than downs. I wish you more give than take. I wish you more tippy toes than deep. I wish you more we than me. I wish you more hugs than ughs. I wish you more woohoo than whoa. I wish you more will than hill. I wish you more can than not. I wish you more snowflakes than tongue. I wish you more pause than fast forward. I wish you more umbrella than rain. I wish you more bubbles than bath. I wish you more treasures than pockets. and I wish you more stories than stars. I wish all of this for you because you are everything I could wish for and more. I love this because this is what I wish and hope and pray for each of you. This is indeed a season of change, friends. Some of it good and some of it not so great. Some of it does bring uncertainty. But there is truth to this. The truth is that even through it all, there are truths that remain unwavering and strong. And that is the love that we have for you and the love that Jesus has for you. We want more of that stuff. We want more of the stuff that does not change. And that is Jesus's love for you. His love for you is constant. He loves you so much that he became flesh. He walked on the earth and ultimately died on a cross for you and for me. This is the more that Jesus is offering. A love that outlasts any fear or uncertainty that we might feel. This is the truth, friends. Jesus' love for you. There is always more when it comes to Christ. He offers us hope that there is more. I love this verse in Ephesians 4:15. It says, "Instead, we will speak the truth in love, so we will grow up in every way to become more like Christ." So let's speak the truth in love to ourselves and to each other. Let's speak out loud more of the truths we see in this changing world. We see love, we see joy, we see kindness. That we can grow up in the midst of this ever-changing world to be more like Christ. To be fearless and brave, that we can live each day reminded of the hope and the love and life that we have in Christ. So let's go be fearless and brave. Love you all more.
Just fight a little longer, my friend. It's all worth it in the end. But when you got nobody to turn to, just hold on and I'll find you. Just fight a little longer, my friend. It's all worth it in the end. But when you got nobody to turn to, just hold on and I'll find you. I find you. I find you, just hold on and I find you. I find you, I find you, just hold on and I find you.
They said fear haunts, and pain hates. I say pain strengthens, and fear drives fate. I don't know all of the outcomes, don't know what happens tomorrow. But when that ocean of doubt comes, don't let me drown in my sorrow, and don't let me stay at the bottom. I feel like this hole is too deep to climb. I've been looking for a way out, but I'll settle for a peace of mind. Picking up the pieces of my life and hoping that I'll put together something right. Tell me all I got is all I need. Tell me you're gonna help me stand fight. We're trying to play with my soul, just trying to find where to go. Trying to remember the way, I'm trying to get back to my home. But I can't do this on my own. That's why I'm just trusting in you, cause I don't know where else to go. I don't know what else to do.
No, don't let the fear make you feel like you can fight this on your own. You know I'll be there for you no matter where you go. You'll never be alone, no. Just fight a little longer, my friend. It's all worth it in the end. But when you got nobody to turn to, just hold on and I'll find you. Just fight a little longer, my friend. It's all worth it in the end. But when you got to turn to. Just hold on and I find you. I find you. I find you. Just hold on and I find you. I find you. I find you. Just hold on and I find you.
Thanks so much for watching. To connect with the Zoom group, text in now. If you like what we're up to, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Have a great week and see you next time.